airport. I'm in LaGuardia Airport right now. Duty free out the wazoo. Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta right now.
Stop playing with told these niggas stop playing with
Alright, we're back on the vlog. I'm here in Atlanta. Isn't that crazy? So the reason for my visit here to this beautiful city, I'm gonna be a PA on some sets. They put me up in a hotel, which is amazing. Yeah, I'll give you guys a room tour. So we have the amazing view right here. Then we've got little old me over there. This was my little setup here. Real life alarm clock. Isn't that crazy? Whole bed. Look at the size of this bed. Side of the bed. Look at this light that comes on. Oh my goodness. Open this up. Got my shirt hanging there. There's a light that's supposed to go on, but some stuff. Oh my god. But some stuff when I got here shorted out. The bathroom light doesn't work. I will show you nonetheless, but you'll see. So bathroom, little me again. Come around the toilet, nice shower. Tomorrow morning my call time is 5:45 downstairs, which really means I gotta be down there at like 5:30. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Full disclosure, not really secret. I had to staple some storyboards and some scripts together in order to have them ready for the shoot tomorrow. I'm gonna get to work and then I'm gonna sleep early. Yeah, because my call time is at 5:45, I gotta be up 4:30. So I'm back in New Jersey right now, landed yesterday. I didn't get much time to record in Atlanta because of, the whole reason I was there, which was to be a PA, as I previously mentioned. That's the reason why this vlog is 2 days late. For one, because I didn't have much time to record. We were filming 12 hours a day. I got home and I was like, I tried to record, but there was no energy there because I had no energy in my whole body. But the second reason was because I wanted to really get the whole trip done. I didn't want to post a vlog mid-trip because I feel like this vlog is going to be really Atlanta centered and really talking about why I was there, what I did, how to go, right? So let's get into that. So this opportunity came to me from one of my closest, bestest friends' dad, who works in this realm of film and TV and commercial and whatever. So I had overheard him talking about this project. All I did was I asked him, I said to him, hey, this is what I want to do. Could I come with you? And long story short, after a couple texts, couple calls, he told me, just get yourself down there and you're on. So as soon as I got paid, I bought my flight down to Atlanta. The morning I woke up, I was in the Uber on the way there and I didn't really know what to expect. I was in a whole new territory, right? Never even been on a set, much less a commercial, professional whole thing, right? A whole production. So I was in a new realm. I knew I was gonna go into it with people who have been doing this for 10, 20, even maybe 30 years. So I just knew I had to do my best. I had to adapt, I had to learn, I had to impress, right? So that was my mindset going into it. My goals going into it were to observe, were to ask questions, improve my knowledge, just learn about what each person does, even if it's the sound guy or the grips or, even things that it's not really on my bucket list to go into, still I wanted to know about it. So that was my intention, to ask questions but not be pestering people about their job. So let's get into day one. It was on a golf course in a country club, beautiful. And one thing about Atlanta is I didn't really realize how beautiful it was. Like, people don't talk about how green it is. It's also in the south, so right now it's warm, unlike here in Jersey, where summer and winter are like fighting for custody of Jersey and New York. But anyway, we move. My first impressions of being on set, my call time was 5:45. We got to the set at 6:30. And from the beginning, it was chaos, controlled chaos though. It was like people here, people running there, and just boom, 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 try to get everything set up so we have the most amount of time to film throughout the day. That's why we started so early, because we needed all the daylight that we could get. And the shoot was running, first shot was planned to be at 7:30. So given the whole crew about an hour and a half to set up. 7:30, so we also planned to wrap at 7:30 p.m. So it was a whole 12-hour day. There were a whole bunch of walkies, tons of moving parts, and it was like a clock. It was like one department, the grip department is this gear, the photography department is this gear, the tech guys, the producer, the director, the agency, everything coming together, and it was amazing. It was kind of like an orchestra, and everyone had their own instrument. But at the same time, I kind of felt like the guy playing the triangle in the orchestra. Like, he doesn't really need to be there. He has no. The guy playing the triangle is kind of like the guy that didn't make it in the other instruments, that everyone else was just better in the other instruments, right? So that was me. I was playing the triangle. I had no experience playing the triangle, but I was there in the orchestra beating on my triangle. Pause. So my responsibilities on the set were everything from providing water to making sure each department didn't need any help, to making sure that the passing along messages from people who didn't have walkies. So if one of the people of the production team didn't have a walkie on them, I'd get called over and run across set, ask the question, run back like a messenger pigeon. How I felt when people started calling me by my name, even though I had the name tag on, you can tell when someone looks at a name tag. Like, you walk up to them, they glance down like that, and then they say your name, right? But eventually, people just started knowing my name, and that's how I really felt that I was part of the orchestra. I was still on the triangle, but I was now part of it, and I wasn't just blending into the background. So what was really fun about this first day was the golf carts, and I'll play you a clip now. All right, so we're out here in Atlanta. I'm about to drive a golf cart, so let's see how this goes. Put it in reverse. Got the pedals mixed up. Ew. I'm so scared right now, dude. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see what I can do. And the golf carts were so fun. At the beginning, it was kind of the PA's job to drive the people around in the golf carts because a golf course is so big. We were shooting on hole 18, which was right next to the main building, right? It's got a name, but I forgot the name. And hole 9 was way the hell out there. So we gotta do multiple runs in golf carts. And at the beginning, I was kind of a liability, I'll say it. That I didn't know how to drive a golf cart. I don't have a license, right? You don't need a license to drive a golf cart, but I was just scared that it was my first day on set and someone important was gonna get in the golf cart with me and I was gonna flip the thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. Eventually, I had to drive the golf cart because one of my other PAs, he had to go drive and buy something for the camera department, and we drove the golf cart together. While we're on the golf cart, he gets a call, hey, you gotta go drive 40 minutes that way in a real car and grab something for the camera department. So Zed's gonna drive the golf cart back. So I had to learn how to drive it, which is that clip you just saw. That was me on my way back in the golf cart alone. It's like a hierarchy on a set, right? There's levels to it. As a PA, you're kind of the bottom of the barrel. You're there to be everyone else's provider. Anyone needs a water, you get it. Anyone needs a walkie, you get it. Anyone needs this, carry that, drive that person, you do it, right? And I was perfectly fine with that because that's the in to the industry. Being a PA gave me a front row seat to the bigger picture. Like, I learned more in 3 days than I would have probably learned in a month watching like courses on YouTube about learning about the film industry, because it's about getting out there. You know what I mean? It's about talking to people and getting to know people's story and building contacts. And that's exactly what I did. And I loved it. Like, I had the time of my life. I want to move up eventually, but everything takes time. I gotta kill it for a couple years as a PA if I want to move up and become whatever the hell. A producer, maybe that's the end goal, or a director, that's maybe the end goal. I'm still figuring it all out, you know what I mean? I have to build up that trust, and that starts with just smashing that small stuff out of the park, right? And people notice that, and that's what I really realized, that, and this is no disrespect to my other PAs, but they had been on this game for many, many years. So they've been there, they've done it, and they weren't motivated like how anyone is when they start something that they like for the first time. And I was motivated. So no disrespect to them. I got along really well with all of them, but I was the one busting my ass the whole time. And people noticed that because by the end of it, even though I met the director on the first day, she knew my name, the agency people knew my name without the name tag on. Everyone would call me over if they needed something, and I was told by some people that I was the number one PA. So I was really happy to hear that because I was busting my ass. So day 2, we were in a house. It was a very controlled environment. I'll throw this photo up now. It's of me shot by one of the grip guys, Decon. He was a great guy. It was really fun talking to him. Him and the whole grip team were just like really fun people to be around. And I'm happy that I got to get to know them. And yeah, day 2 was slightly uneventful because it was so controlled. It was hard for things in my department, in the PA department, to really go wrong. Day 3, we filmed on a baseball field. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit out. That's probably 33 degrees Celsius. I was sweating. I was sweating my ass off. And I had to be around everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Water here, water there. The lunch was up a hill. I couldn't find any other PAs, so I had to bring up a whole cooler filled with ice, filled with drinks, all by myself. And that's the reason we go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I was just running around all the time. Boom, boom, boom. My shoes got all messed up. I was wearing white shoes. I stepped in some mud. And that last day I think is where I really proved myself. Maybe you can see, but I've got a little bit of a sunburn over here and right there, which is kind of funny. This experience really taught me to work your ass off. If you work your ass off, you'll get your recognition. And this was on a small scale. This was a 3-day shoot. I'm gonna take what I just did in Atlanta and apply that to this. Then I'll get my recognition eventually. And I hope it works out that way. And I hope anyone who watches this also applies that to their life. That if you work your ass off, if you keep going, then you'll get what's coming to you. You'll get what is deserved to you. So if you're watching this and you want to break into film, if you want to break into whatever industry you want to break into, you have to start small. Really beneficial for you to learn, as I did, and applying it to any other industry. Like start off small, start off as an assistant in the service industry, like a busboy or a barback, whatever, something like that. Just start slow, start small, and watch the people in the position that you want to be in. And when you have a moment, instead of sitting down, just stand there. You know, you don't have to be, sometimes people have had enough water, right? Don't need anything at the moment for the next 5 minutes. So in those 5 minutes where you don't have anything to do, stand there and watch the people that you want to be in the position of. And when in those 5 minutes, just watch what they do. Watch where they walk, where they look, who they talk to, what they're pointing at, what they're thinking about, how they react to things. It's just what really matters. Like the whole learning how to be a PA is so easy. I picked it up in 2 days, and anyone can do it, like as a PA. But it's about turning that free time, instead of maybe hiding somewhere, going on your phone, like turn that into a learning experience. So that would be my advice to you. So yeah, that's my recap of Atlanta. I hope I was able to say some things that maybe resonated with you. And yeah, that's all for today. I am gonna be more consistent. I know this vlog was late, but new videos every 3 days. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So peace out.